A lot of them were saying it's the best date they've ever been on.
They need to up their stakes in that case.
I know.
I'll take one of them on a better date than any of them. Do you know what I mean?
They've never been to mini golf, and they're like... Hello and welcome to Love Island the morning after. We've already had one dumping and we've got another one on the way. I'm Amy Hart.
And I'm Indiyah Polack, and with us for one more time for this week, it's the wonderful Ali and G.
Yay! I can't believe it's the last time.
I can't believe it.
I'm Devo.
I mean, you're new to the podcast this year. Have you enjoyed it?
We have loved every single second. Thank you so much for having us.
It's been amazing having you. It's been a big girly chat.
Yeah. It's been
Every
going
day.
all week.
I know.
Yeah.
It's like a big sleepover. Although we go home to our own beds.
Yeah, and it's also morning.
Sure.
Well, last night we saw the other half of the phone calls. They were just as untraumatic as the first. The boys, like, no problems. Like,
No
the
problems.
girls, it was like here, there and everywhere. People having to go out, tell people things, send messages. The boys had really, really lovely phone calls. Harrison obviously spoke to his mum and his little sister popped in. I know that in the summer she was a big fan of the show, so I'm guessing she's loving the fact that she's now on the show.
Yeah.
I feel like this has been a real sort of turning point for Harrison. He said in his call that he wasn't happy with how he behaved in the summer. And I feel like we haven't really seen much of him because of when he came in and also because he hasn't been involved in that much drama. Do you think this was what he needed to sort of show people the kind of person he is?
Yeah, I think we've seen him, especially there was a moment where he was comforting Tommy and he went over to the beanbag straight away, arm over him. And I think he's been able to showcase himself not as that young bull, but maybe as someone a little bit more mature, and how he's approaching things with Belle. He's the one that's making her calmer. He's the one, as he said, butterfly Belle, not hurricane Belle, which is quite nice for him because he did have a bit of a shocker in the summer.
But when he came in here, he was so lovely.
Yeah.
Like, so lovely. And I think it's all circumstantial with the
Course.
villa, isn't it?
Course.
It's the people you're around, the situations you're in. Because we met him and he was just a really nice young guy. And he's sort of shown that this time.
I do think, like, it depends on the people that you're around. Like, some people do bring out the worst in you and push every single button that you have kind of without really knowing it. And I'm sure in many of the situations that they have all encountered this season, they've all been pushed to their limits. But yeah, it was so, like, it's really refreshing to see them all like that and, like, completely see a different side to them.
Yeah. I mean, would we say this season is maybe a bit of a closure for Harrison now, and maybe he's going to put young bull to rest?
Look at his
Maybe.
mentor, Harry. Harry's now moved in with Shakira.
True.
They're
He's wifed
very
up,
solid.
hubbied up.
Yeah. So, I mean, you know.
Maybe
Yeah.
it's like frontal lobe bull. Like his frontal lobe has come in and we're really seeing that.
Wait, how old is he?
Yeah, no.
25, is he?
That is frontal lobe age.
It is the
bang on.
beginning.
The
beginning.
23.
Sorry, I've
23.
aged
He's
him.
23.
He was definitely 23 in the summer.
23.
He's still very
Well,
young.
yeah, 2
But
years on the boss.
23 is not giving frontal lobe.
No.
Okay, well, he's still got some time.
Do you know what?
then.
It's giving reflection bull.
Yeah.
You know, we like that.
But then I feel like this series has been like such a reflective time for so many of them. Like
100%.
Helena. And like we've seen different sides to so many islanders. So long live All Stars is what I say. I like it.
Yes.
Who needs therapy when you've got all stars?
Exactly.
Perfect.
We also saw last night a little bit of a redemption arc, kind of, for Sean. We had the conversation and he was talking to his sister, and I think it was a bit of, like, you know, reflection on how maybe not so good of a friend he's been towards Tommy. But they did have a conversation, they hashed it out, he apologised, and I thought it was really nice.
Yeah. I mean, I love those two together. Like they are just sort of very equals. I think, again, with Sean last time he was in the villa, obviously he was best friends with Joey Essex, but I feel like that potentially wasn't like an equal friendship.
Yeah.
Joey was a lot older than him and sort of had more gravitas within the villa, and Sean looked up to him sort of, whereas him and Tommy have always been like on such like level pegging.
Yeah.
So I love the fact that they've made up.
Yeah. And I think they're quite similar.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't say Sean and Joey Essex are really that similar.
No.
But,
No.
you know, like
I
Sean
don't
and
think
Tommy.
the friendship continued.
Yeah, you know, Sean and Tommy, they're like brothers.
Yeah.
So,
Also,
yeah.
it was really nice because Tommy said that it would be really easy to just brush it under the carpet and kind of just move on and pretend like everything was fine, which Tommy had been doing so well. But for Sean to actually not just let him get away with that and to listen to his sister's words and be like, no, I really want to acknowledge that I wasn't the best friend and I'm going to be moving forward. I think that's so sweet.
That's also giving growth.
Yes.
Like, huge growth.
I hope he keeps it up.
From fire pit fallouts to fairy tales of love, another unforgettable series in the villa is coming to an end, which means it's time for one final debrief. The girlies delivered nothing but iconic energy. We saw standout pieces that have graced our screens before, the breathless red latex moment, Millie's unforgettable route and boa dress, and the sensational Mercy dress that had the whole villa talking. Our gorgeous girlies absolutely understood the assignment. And let's talk about the boys, because they were on fire this season. Y2K was heavily revived, with Kieran and Tommy both rocking the vintage Oakland Athletics bomber jacket. Proof that Love Island and pre-loved aviator jackets go together real good. From first impressions to final moments, what a series this was. Pre-loved has told its own love story this winter. Find your perfect fit on eBay, proud sponsors of Love Island All-Stars. Now, last night we had potentially the most show-stopping dates in Love Island history. In the garden, they all had...
They pulled out all those stops.
I know. I loved it when Sean said, we've got such a lovely spread here. And it was a love sign, a candle, and some
gummy
fake
bears.
flowers.
Yeah.
We've done a lovely spread. Okay. So, yeah, we had these lovely dates in the garden and the girls had all bought presents. And the boys acted like it was the best present they'd ever been given. And I'll give it to them. Like, what a lovely thing to do.
I was going to say, if BAFTA noms aren't yet closed,
Yes, can we get the
the
boys
Love
in?
Island
Yeah.
boys honestly could be up.
Yeah.
Because, that was pretty good acting.
There's a lot of kids out there around Christmas time that could take some lessons, I think, from those
Yeah.
boys. You know, when you're looking at
Oh
your
my
grandma
God,
in the face.
I love these flowers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Harrison?
Tommy said, no one's ever bought me flowers before, which is a bit of like, when you see a show and it's not very good and you're like, the lighting was great. It added a lot of atmosphere.
Even Harrison was like, sorry, did you just buy presents for yourself? I'm confused.
Well, Belle literally did, didn't she? Because whatever he likes, I like. She just said, yeah. But I
He'll
think,
like
isn't
what I
that
like.
because they haven't been together that long?
Yeah.
And also, they only had one shop to shop from. So, you know, like, slim
much
pickings. Whitney with the mango. No Jamo.
More, no GMOs.
No GMOs.
No GMOs.
No GMO.
Unfair. Those mangoes don't have
Yeah.
any GMOs.
Yeah. And she says, you know, it's not chopped up, it's not in a pot. I don't know whether she knows that you can actually get a whole mango in the
In
UK.
Sainsbury's, yeah.
But I mean, lovely for them. Like, mango is
Yeah.
very special to them.
Yeah, I thought it was really cute and sentimental. And do you know what? It's a fresh South
Yeah.
African mango.
Yes.
Did
True.
I miss
I hope
something?
that's right.
Why are mangoes sentimental to them?
Well,
Yeaman
basically,
loves mango.
Yeaman loves mangoes. So it's really
Say less.
thoughtful.
That's all you need to know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They both really like mango, so what better present
I
than
mean,
to get a big one?
the bar is on the floor with these presents. Yeaman likes mango.
Yeah.
Yeaman likes food.
Exactly.
So it's sentimental.
Fair.
He can eat
Yeah.
it out of a saucepan tomorrow morning. Hopefully it's ripe.
Yeah.
And be
Fair.
quite annoyed if that was your present.
Yes.
And everyone else had bracelets and flowers and stuff, and you had an unripe mango that you couldn't even eat.
no, but he also
He
got
got
a
his first
dog.
pet.
He got a fluffy dog.
Yeah.
The llama. He thought it was a llama.
Llama.
And then it was
Thought it was
actually, in
llama.
fact, a dog.
Yeah.
I look forward to a pap shot of him carrying that back through arrivals
I
at
feel
Heathrow.
like he will. I feel like they're gonna. I feel like he's gonna keep the dog.
Yeah.
Eat the mango, keep the dog. And like he said, he's got some Whitney memorabilia.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's cute. It's cute.
Then we had the hats. Obviously, Sammy bought Kieran a hat.
What
that
did it
said,
say?
Don't
Squirrels.
forget to feed the squirrels.
I mean, like, definitely
I
don't
mean,
forget to feed
Kieran was
squirrels.
like, is this
a,
about
a
me?
life lesson.
Yeah,
for us all.
course.
But lovely, you know. I mean, I haven't seen Kieran wear many caps. He's normally in a bucket hat, isn't he? But
Yeah.
we'll go with it.
We'll go
Maybe
with
there
it.
was just that one bucket hat
Yeah.
in the shop. And
Listen,
Scott got
I
it.
do think it was slim pickings, and like, God bless those girls.
Yeah.
God bless them. They really tried their
Yeah.
best.
Yeah, mountains out of molehills.
Yeah.
To be fair to
And
them.
Leanne bought got a bucket hat, which when he put it on was like,
Was
no,
not a bucket
it's
hat.
a novelty safari hat
Yes.
in leopard print. Do we think we will see that like next summer in Ibiza on Scott, or do you think it might
Coachella, maybe?
it might get lost in the packing?
No,
Yeah.
I hope he'll keep it.
It might go back to the eBay pre-love, to be honest.
I mean, I think it's better than the Wales hat.
Oh,
As does Lucinda.
I agree.
Yeah.
I hate that hat.
The
Actually.
Wales hat doesn't really fit him. That's the problem.
I agree.
It kind of
It's
just
up here.
balances on the top of his
Yeah.
head.
Neither does the leopard print bucket hat, to be fair.
No.
No.
Maybe he's got really massive hair.
And then one that was actually quite cute was Millie and Zach with their matching bracelets.
That was nice.
Really sweet.
Can't really go wrong.
His and
can you?
hers. You've got a
Also-
brown one. I've got a pink one.
Very good.
Very
That would have been
stereotypical.
like 50p and
Yeah.
like more sentimental than mango, I would say.
Do you think? And also like coming through arrivals
He
at
lost the
Heathrow.
mango.
Yeah.
Sorry, he just was
Maybe
like,
I'm being
guys.
biased because I really like
Yeah,
mango.
it was
I
the
mean,
best present.
I like mango, but I wouldn't call mango sentimental.
I think anything is sentimental
Mental.
with the right
Yeah.
reasoning behind
Yeah,
it.
Yeah.
agree.
Fair.
I think for Zach, like walking through arrivals at Heathrow, it's much more easy to wear a little brown leather bracelet
Yeah.
than the pink dog.
Yes.
Yeah.
To show your appreciation.
Yeah.
Yeah, the dates, a lot of them were saying it's the best date they've ever been on.
They
all
need
seemed
to up
happy.
their stakes in that case.
I know.
I'll take one of them on a better date than any of them. Do you know what I
They've
mean?
never been to mini golf. I don't know, like, they've not been quad biking. But I mean, we haven't really had any dates this series. So like
Yeah.
in the villa, like Lucinda and Sean, who have been together for quite a long time now. It was their first date ever.
Does go to show you though, like what you can do to make romance happen.
You do not need all the money in the world for
No,
romance.
exactly.
Look at that. We've got mangoes. We've got a little 50p bracelet.
Yeah,
you know?
two bean bags,
bucket hat.
Sweets.
Exactly.
You're a love sign and you're away.
Exactly.
I think it's all about the intention and the thought.
Exactly.
You're right.
I feel like, the restaurant trade in the UK is going to go down because everyone is going to be like, clearly, I just need to do this for my other half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, what was really savage, what a way to interrupt the dates than a nice, good old dumping. Like, even Zach, when the text came through, he was like, during the dates?
On date
night, But sadly, we did see Tommy and Jessy go, and, all their fellow Islanders were quite upset about it. But do we think that was the right couple to go at this time?
The others were quite upset. They weren't.
Yeah, they're like,
great, cool, let's
yeah.
go. Thank
Tommy
God.
was
Their
even like,
bags are already
"Yes,
packed.
okay."
Like,
Squeezing out some tears, like, oh.
He was like, oh, okay, cool. And like just got up
Yeah,
Sunday.
yeah.
It was like,
Yeah.
bless him. I think he knew he probably wasn't going to get to the final and probably just wanted to sort of get out of
Yeah,
that
I don't think
situation.
that's unexpected.
No.
Yeah.
Have his phone back.
Yeah.
Spend a few days in
Look
the
in his
sun.
DMs.
Well, I'll be
And
there.
what did he have to do the next day? Go back into the villa. But we'll talk about that later.
Looking good.
Looking
Might
great.
we add,
Yes.
in slow-mo.
I think their Maya interview might have been one of the craziest we've ever had.
It was
Like,
very honest.
like After Sun,
The
normally,
tea.
obviously, there's no After Sun when it comes to All Stars. Normally, the Islanders have a few days to get riled up, to look at what's been said online, to watch some stuff back, see what other people have said, and then come in sort of all guns blazing. But Jessy, she didn't need that downtime. She
You're
just
so
came out,
right.
sat down, and was giving us all the origin story.
As Helena said, she was on smoke.
She was.
She came in that Maya interview on smoke.
Yeah, it
Now-
was as if she knew that she needed to like clear her name.
Yeah.
And like without, as you say, like without that time to really do a deep dive, she knew. And maybe that was just from her dad's phone call. Like she knew enough and she knew that she had to say that there was reason for her reaction.
I saw a child psychologist today doing a reel about from America, doing a reel about Jesse's dad and how it was a great example of parenting. He told her what she'd done wrong, but then said to her, "But you are a great person, and I just wish people could see that more." It was great. Like, I was like, she loved how we've gone global. We've literally gone global.
Struggling parents, go watch that back. I know. Write a couple of notes down.
So Jessy said that Lucinda is not someone that she wants in her circle.
I believe she said she's fake.
Yeah.
I believe she did.
Her words, not mine. Yeah, wild.
She said other people in the villa think that as well. Who are we thinking?
Yeah, I think probably like Sammy, Belle, maybe the people that we've seen have friction. That's probably still lingering.
Yeah.
I mean, Jessy's sticking to her guns. Like, she had a conversation with her dad. He did say, look, this is how you've come across, X, Y, Z. But I feel like she's not backing down. She's not apologising. She's not like, oh, I regret saying this. She's very much, this is how I feel about Lucinda. This is how I feel. And this is what it is.
It must be quite hard for her. And obviously, I'm not saying Lucinda is fake. I'm just quoting Jessy. But if Jessy genuinely believes she's a fake person, to have them voted as the favourite couple the other day and to have them fill in.
Yeah.
If you believe that you're a really genuine person and you've just like been yourself the whole time, it must be quite hard to see someone that you perceive as fake. Like,
Yeah.
people not picking up on it.
Yeah. Well, I think it's also hard, like, especially in this is a really specific situation where they knew each other before.
Yeah.
So like she already had that preconception of like not trusting her feeling like she was a fake person, and then all the drama, and then the dad, and then the public. It's like, I'm sure she feels a bit like, why can no one see what I'm seeing? And that's also like really hard because you can only say so much and you can only like, do your best and show up as you are. But if people want to believe what they're seeing, then that's on them.
And also, it's probably not the space to like air your dirty laundry. Like whatever happened with them before All Stars happened.
I would have kept the brand trip stuff to myself,
I
to
probably
be
would
honest.
have just kept that and known my
Yeah.
truth. Do you know what I mean? Like that's enough, Jessy. She can keep that to herself now, I think.
But I think that is like the beauty of All Stars is, in like American reality shows where like they're all I'm obviously not mentioning one in specific, but they're all estate agents, and then they come back the second series, and like they're all famous estate agents now, but they pretend they're not, and they're like, oh, we just work in the estate agents. But I love in All Stars, like you get the curtain drawn back, they break the fourth wall. We're talking brand trips, we're talking about that event, we
dinners,
saw.
and
like
launches.
You didn't invite me to your launch party and stuff.
Yeah,
I love that extra level.
You're right.
Also, that's what people want to know. They want the
Yeah,
tea
we want to know the
on the
drama.
BTS.
True.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
So
don't keep it
thanks,
to yourself
Jessy.
there.
To be fair, thank you for delivering.
Yeah, thank you.
Air that dirty laundry.
And now it's looking like we're never going to find. Or you could find out.
I've got some
why
time.
why Lucinda and Millie fell out. Because we've been saying since week 1, we will ask when they come in here. Evidently, they're not coming in here. This is our last episode in the studio. So, unfortunately, we couldn't deliver that for you. But
Indiyah, you're
hopefully,
our last
Indiyah
child.
I
can.
will do it in
now.
South Africa. I'll bring you guys the tea and the gossip.
Yeah.
So Jessy and Tommy were out of the villa for all of one ad break before they came back in with the others. Slow motion walk, zoomed in faces, everything. They all look so ready, like stand on
Ready for
business.
war,
and they're like,
yeah.
Yeah, there was a little like
Yeah.
Carrington Smolder.
Yeah.
Everyone was just
Everyone was in the Carrington Smolder.
Yeah.
And then they're coming back to dump a couple. They're going to have to pick the least compatible couple. And the couple with the most votes will be dumped immediately. Don't even get to say goodbye. Who do you think they're all going to vote for?
I would say Belle and Harrison. I feel like that's the fairly obvious choice here. If we're going off least
compatibility.
compatible, yeah, I would say.
I'm kind of ready for some controversy. I don't know what they've seen or what they're going to try and say they've seen, but I feel like we could have some Scott and Leanne. Like, I don't think that.
Really?
But I don't know whether if you're coming in and you're trying to do something a little bit different that
Different,
isn't
yeah.
obvious, you might stick to that narrative of why doesn't Scott want to make Leanne his girlfriend? I don't know. I can just imagine that there might be some curveballs.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, we listen and we don't judge, but I mean, do we really want to sit through all 10 of them going, Harrison?
Yeah.
I know.
we don't.
People are going to switch it up.
Surely.
I think people will switch up. But it's like when the vote comes at the end, like everyone in the UK, I swear, when it says vote for the most compatible, nobody goes, well, they're my favourite, but I think these ones are the most compatible. So I
Yeah.
think some people will have access to grind, some people will have like beef that they will want to exert in front of everyone.
Agree.
Yeah.
Agree.
I'm ready
Do
for
you
it
think
to be a shock.
Charlie will vote for Millie and Zach?
Yeah, probably.
Oh my God, imagine.
That would be the curveball, to be honest. Yeah.
You vote for me, so I'm voting for you.
And he's just like, long distance doesn't work.
Yeah.
Imagine.
So this is our final episode in the studio in the UK. India's flying out to South Africa tomorrow.
Yes,
I am.
Indiyah.
I'm not.
Slay.
So we need to do some predictions to round off the series. So who do we think is going to win?
I'm ready to say that I think Lucinda and Sean are really in with a chance here.
Yeah.
I really do. I think whether we're gullible or not gullible and it's really real, I think that they have come on a journey, probably actually the biggest journey of all couples throughout this whole season. And to be fair to them, they have, they always say you should weather some storms together, and they have weathered a fair few storms.
True.
They've been in ponchos for weeks.
Do you know what I mean? And they really, really have stuck together. Like, one thing I really will give them, like, they have each other's back even at their own expense.
Yeah.
And that is what, like, a good relationship is built on. So I do think they're in with a chance, yeah.
Can I say who I think is going to win and then who I want to win?
Yeah,
Because I
of
think
course.
they're different. I would like Whitney and Yeaman to win. Because
We love you, man.
Yeaman can do no wrong in my eyes. I think Whitney's been on a real journey, and I think that's really important when you're picking a winner. Like, I love that they've had like a kind of like a bit of a story arc,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
But who I think will win, I think Millie and Zach will do it.
Really?
Yeah, I really do. I just think they look so in love, but it feels really grounded. It doesn't feel like, don't get me wrong, Millie feels quite giddy, but I think it feels, I don't know how to say
But
this.
do you think people feel strongly enough
About
because
Zach?
you only get your one vote every time that the vote reopens? It's not like old reality shows where you could phone up as many times as you wanted. You get your one vote.
True.
Yeah.
And do you think people feel strong enough? Because I feel like with everything that Lucinda and Sean have been through, that gives people the real conviction to vote for them. And I feel like Millie and Zach, where they've been so chill, have sort of gone into the
Fair.
background.
They need another
I'd love
snot,
them
they
to win
need
because I
another
think
Stormy.
Millie has brought so much to the villa with her mediation technique.
She will win it for them.
Yeah.
Like, I think
Yeah.
genuinely Zach could be the only thing that maybe... I think he's real, and I really pray he is, but it's not as equal, in my opinion, as like a Lucinda and Sean.
Yeah.
So maybe that's what
The
would stop them.
electricity.
But I feel like as a couple, they could win it.
Yeah. I get what you mean. I feel like they feel like a really warm, real couple. And like, again, just because they don't have the most drama, it doesn't really mean anything.
Yeah.
You know, I think they're smooth sailing. They've had, is it really a bump? They've had a little tiff.
Like it was.
You know?
I wouldn't even call that.
But
a vibe.
I
That
think
was like
when
a
they have their
pothole.
romantic moments, we can really feel it and it's really deep. Like when they had their nice steamy kiss and how they were in
the
Villa
bracelets.
USA.
Yeah.
The bracelets. I feel like they're very warm. But yeah, I get what you mean by that.
Yeah.
Wait, who do
Who
you
would you like to
think?
win?
Oh, God, this is tough. I'm on the same page as you, as in, like, I feel like I can understand why it would be Zach and Millie, but with Whitney and Yemen, I feel like, especially with their whole, like, long distance trope and everything like that, I feel like they have a really good shot.
Love
Yeah.
that.
There's
And
no
then
Come on.
after making you guys all choose one, I know I can't choose three. So I'm going to say, I think my top three will be Whitney and Yemen, Millie and Zach, and Lucinda and Sean.
Oh my God,
And
guys,
I
no
can't-
one
Sammy
said
and
Sammy and Kieran.
Oh, but then
Exactly.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh.
I think,
and
I
they're
think,
so
they,
good,
I think they've
but-
got a good shot for fourth.
Yeah.
But I think it's been too unproblematic. I don't think.
Really?
Also, it's all about vote transfer, and it's the picks. Obviously, because you only get one vote. So everyone that's been voting for Tommy and Jessy now has a spare vote. So they're probably going to vote for Lucinda and Sean now that Sean and Tommy are made up.
True.
And then like
That
whoever
spare
goes
vote.
next, then the people that have been voting for them, their vote will transfer
on to
to
someone
someone
else.
else. If Harrison and Belle were to get dumped on Sunday night by the other Islanders, then Sammy and Kieran could pick up a lot of extra votes there because Belle and Sammy have been
True.
besties the
They
whole
are
time.
True.
Yeah.
Kind of all to play for.
Yeah.
It's quite exciting.
That's why friendships are just as important, guys.
Yeah.
'Cause if you get dumped, you're going to get some extra votes from one of your friends. You know? It's good to make friends.
I personally believe Sammy and Kieran will last. I think
Yeah.
they've
Oh,
got-
they'll
I think they'll be
definitely
together the
last.
longest.
Yeah.
If we're talking about couples.
I
Yeah.
feel like,
Yeah.
they might not win, but like it's so funny how that works, isn't it? Another couple might win, but I actually think Sammy and Kieran will really go the distance.
Yeah, I think they will definitely last on the outside. I mean, what about like our long distance couples? We've got Zach and Millie, and then we've got Whitney and Yemen.
Yeah.
Whitney's moving to LA, so
Whitney's
don't worry.
moving to LA.
She's
Perfect.
off.
She's going to get a green card too.
You
It's
know?
perfect.
Yeah, and the dad's keen to host
I think
her.
it's going to be great. And then we've got Zach and Millie again. We're going to see some
I don't know
international
where
content.
Oregon is though. Is Oregon far?
I don't think.
It's like
Yeah.
Other
top
side.
corner.
Top
Yeah.
left. Oh, that's tough.
It's a long old flight. I'm not even sure if it's a direct from.
dear.
Well, maybe
the
Zach
US.
will be a UK then. Maybe Zach will be a UK.
Yeah.
boy, 'cause
Listen,
I
I
can't see
think
Millie going that far.
we always say, if you want it to work,
Yeah,
you will
it
make
will
it
work.
work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And which couple do you think will last the longest?
on the outside.
Sammy and Kieran.
I agree. Yeah, I just think they really seem to see each other, and I think they really speak the same language.
Also, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but I
Say
feel
anything.
like we haven't actually seen that much of them. Like, they haven't taken up a large portion of the airtime, and I think that's just because they're having a nice time.
Chatting.
And
But
like,
that's
getting-
been for weeks though. That's
Yeah.
literally been since like week 3.
Yeah, and I think that even if that doesn't mean they'll like win or lose or whatever, that is a really good solid foundation that like the first 3-4 weeks are relatively unproblematic, and that is as it should be.
Yeah. The fair few dumped Islanders that have come in here have said really great things about them as well.
Yeah.
So I think they will go the distance.
And also Whitney and Yemen, I'm just putting my money
Yeah,
on, because I
we
think
love
if they
them, yeah.
last, what a couple.
Do you know what it
Powerhouse.
is? I think it's also like, it's very much like from both sides, but the way Yemen speaks about Whitney, like he wants this to work. Like he's
Yes.
speaking about making soul food, meeting the parents, meeting the family. Like you can tell he's excited for their relationship to blossom on the outside. And I think that is just, it's amazing.
And Whitney is a relationship gal.
Yeah.
Let's not
Yeah.
forget,
Yeah.
like last time she
Long
left
term
the
as
villa,
well.
Yeah,
she was in a
long
long-term
term.
relationship with the person she left with last time.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
it's not like she's like a seatbelt sign goes off.
She's a lover girl.
Yeah.
She is a lover girl.
Love a girl.
That is it for this week, and that is it from Ali and G, my lovely lady.
Thanks for having us.
you
Thank you
for
for
having us.
coming.
It's been amazing. I hope you've had a nice time.
We've
We
had the
have.
best time, really.
We've had a great time.
Our bonus episode is out tomorrow, but this is my last main episode. Indiyah's off to South Africa, and I'm going to have a baby. But thank you so much for tuning in all series, for your comments, your love. It's truly the best job ever. See you soon.
See you tomorrow.